2 in the morning, Clinton, Mississippi. Cynthia Cooper is alone in a windowless office. She's staring at a spreadsheet. One number doesn't add up. $500 million booked as a capital expense. It should be an operating cost. Her hands are shaking. She doesn't know it yet, but she just found the biggest accounting fraud in American history. WorldCom was supposed to be untouchable. Second largest long-distance phone company in America. 60,000 employees. $180 billion in market value. At its peak. The man who built it started as a milkman, Bernie Ebbers, a basketball coach in Mississippi with no background in telecom. In 1983, he helped start a small phone company. Nobody takes it seriously. By the 1990s, Ebbers is buying competitors. Not slowly, aggressively. 60 acquisitions in 15 years. He borrows billions to fund the buying spree. Wall Street loves him. Analysts call him a genius. By 1999, WorldCom is worth more than General Motors. Ebbers becomes a billionaire. He buys a ranch, a yacht, a bank. Then, in 2000, the dot-com bubble bursts. Telecom demand collapses. WorldCom's growth engine stops overnight. And Ebbers has a problem. The stock price can't fall, because he's borrowed $900 million against his own shares. If the stock drops too far, he's personally ruined. So he needs the numbers to keep looking good, no matter what. Here's how they did it. WorldCom paid other phone companies to use their networks. These payments were called line costs, simple operating expenses, the kind that reduce your profit immediately. CFO Scott Sullivan had an idea. What if these weren't expenses? What if they were investments? Capital expenditures instead of operating costs. That one change moves the number off the profit and loss statement onto the balance sheet instead, spread out over years instead of hitting profits today. It's not complicated. It's not even clever. It's almost embarrassingly simple. Enron built shell companies, fake trades, complex financial engineering. WorldCom just moved numbers between two columns and called it accounting. Over 5 quarters, they moved $3.8 billion this way. Nobody outside the company noticed. Arthur Andersen, the same firm that audited Enron, signed off on it. Every single quarter. Cynthia Cooper ran internal audit. Not the SEC, not outside regulators. An internal team, working in secret. She and her staff started digging in March 2002, at night, after everyone else went home. Because if Sullivan found out, they'd be fired before they could finish. They pulled records from a private database, cross-checked entries no one was supposed to question, found the pattern. Capital expenditures that made no operational sense. Cooper took her findings to the audit committee, not to Sullivan first, because she didn't trust what he'd do with the information. Sullivan tried to explain it away, called it a prepaid capacity adjustment. Cooper didn't buy it. She kept pulling threads, kept finding more. By June 2002, her team had uncovered the full $3.8 billion. She reported it to the board. Sullivan was fired within days. WorldCom filed for bankruptcy in July 2002. At the time, the largest bankruptcy in American history. $180 billion in shareholder value. Gone. 30,000 people lost their jobs. Retirement funds wiped out overnight. Here's what nobody expected. The system that was supposed to catch this, the auditors, the regulators, the SEC, caught nothing. Arthur Andersen signed the books as clean. Wall Street analysts kept recommending the stock. The fraud wasn't found by a regulator. It was found by one accountant, working late, because she refused to stop asking why the numbers didn't add up. $180 billion disappeared, and the entire system missed it, except for Cynthia Cooper, reading a spreadsheet nobody else wanted to read. Bernie Ebbers was convicted in 2005. Securities fraud, conspiracy, false regulatory filings, sentenced to 25 years in federal prison, one of the longest sentences ever given for corporate fraud. He died in 2020 after being released early due to declining health. Scott Sullivan testified against him, served 5 years. Cynthia Cooper never went to prison. She wasn't a criminal. She was named one of Time magazine's Persons of the Year in 2002, alongside 2 other whistleblowers. Because in a system built to catch fraud, it took one person actually looking. How many WorldComs exist right now? Quietly moving numbers between 2 columns, waiting for someone somewhere to stay late and ask why the numbers don't add up. If you want more stories the system tried to bury, subscribe.